Privately owned early childhood development centers are struggling to cope with the new minimum wage, according to the National Association of Early Childhood Practitioners. President Scholastic Alcock says many of these centers are not in a strong financial position to pay higher wages. Consequently, some have been forced to let go of employees.
It is a struggle because our schools, a lot of our schools, from the feedback that we receive, while they are not against the minimum wage, however, the income for some schools are not. They're not in a position to maintain, the minimum wage as it stands. So people have to look at ways to cope. I mean, some persons that did not have contracts, I guess it was easy for some schools to let go. For some schools that were paying their staff, let's say about $800 a month, and some of the staff are not qualified, and now to pay them the minimum wage, it just does not look right, because also persons on probation, staff on probation, we still have to pay them the money as the full minimum wage, as other staff that were not on the minimum wage, that you have to bring them up.
Many childcare centers have raised their fees to keep up with increased labor costs. Alcock points out that the situation has become a significant burden for parents, many of whom were already finding it difficult to afford childcare. She notes that the centers that were better prepared for the minimum wage, which took effect in October 2024, had already adjusted their fees, with some making changes as early as the first quarter of 2024.
Some schools really struggled, and some schools have had to put their prices up, and parents are very unhappy. Parents shopping around for cheaper schools, and we said there are no cheaper schools. We're all in the same boat.
The National Association of Early Childhood Practitioners is currently trying to arrange a meeting with the Minimum Wage Commission as they seek solutions to their financial challenges. Alcock emphasized that the early childhood practitioners are not against the minimum wage, but they believe it should have been implemented in a phased manner.
Basically, we are not prepared. I mean, I know there were consultation meetings, but we were not part of it. When we left in December, basically, what we said that we need to basically have another meeting with the Labor Department. That's where we are at the moment, but everybody has issues. I mean, because the information we are getting is not consistent.
In December last year, Labor Minister Dr. Virginia Albert Poyet announced that the Minimum Wage Commission would conduct an impact assessment of its implementation. This decision came after complaints from various sector groups, including the Bakers Association, the Chamber of Commerce, and small businesses regarding the negative effects of its implementation. For the DBS News World, I am Zaid Romulus.